Okay, guys. So we're gonna do a mock draft right before Thursday's first round. We'll have a live reaction to the draft once that day comes. But um, today we're just gonna give our thoughts and picks on and see what's gonna happen. So what we're gonna do is that all of us are represented by a pick. So I have the first pick. Mace has a second pick. Ethan has a third pick, and then we'll keep going down that list. So since I have the first pick, I will be representing the Bengals, and I will be choosing based on what the Bengals need. And then second pick, Mace will be choosing what the Redskins need in their thought process. So we'll just keep going down that line. We've seen these guys before, nothing new here. Let's start off with the first pick. If I'm the Bengals, I'm taking Joe Burrow, undisputed, Heisman Trophy winner, 60 touchdowns, national champion. Yeah, that's I think pretty self-explanatory choice for me.
Oh, okay, that's a good pick. With the Redskins, I'm gonna pick Chase Young. Great edge rusher. Get to any quarterback in the NFL every game. Lots of potential. Yeah.
Number three, I'm going with Jeff Okudah to the Lions. Best DB in the draft and great potential for the Lions.
Do you think he could be a day one starter?
Absolutely. I think he could be a captain first day on the team.
All right. Moving into the fourth pick, Giants, they get a lot of needs. They really do. I honestly could see them taking a lot of people. O-line's a different big issue. Off the board, though, I would honestly take Isaiah Simmons at the linebacker spot, just because I know a lot of mocks having them taking an O-lineman. I know Jedrick Wills is up there for O-lineman picks, as we said last podcast. But I think Isaiah Simmons is the one that they need to choose. Most versatile player in the draft. Out of Clemson, I think that they need that defensive anchor on their team right now.
Wow. Oh, so you're picking Isaiah Simmons, okay. Or I mean the Giants are. Okay. Well, you see, honestly, I say that happens. Dolphins are picking Tristan Wirfs from Iowa. They want an O tackle, okay? See, they'll wait because they have three first round picks, so they might end up getting Jordan Love later in the draft. So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this.
I think Tua's going
I
there.
thought you have to work for this guy, but you guys just handed him to me. So usually the Chargers are gonna take Justin Herbert out of Oregon.
Oh, Lord. Oh, please don't. That's my team. I do not want that to happen. Okay.
Seventh pick, the Panthers have it. I believe that if they just signed Teddy Bridgewater and Tua's still on the board in our mock draft, so I don't think they take Tua. Isaiah Simmons was projected to go here in some mock drafts. I think they could take him, but I drafted him with the Giants, so I think they actually take the Giants pick in Jedrick Wills. I think their offensive line really needs a lot of work, especially given the fact of how many times Cam has gotten sacked over those years. They've tried to find a lot of people to replace him, but I think they could just slide Jedrick Wills into any position on the line and they could fix him right up. I think Derek Brown is another option for them to take, but I don't think they would go there if Jedrick Wills is still on the board.
Okay. Well. Okay. The Cardinals. I think they get Derek Brown from Auburn. I think just a solid pick for them. Just a more explosive defense, I guess, if when getting him. So yeah, he's a big boy.
Wait, John, who did you take?
I took Jedrick Wills, the offensive lineman out of Alabama.
Okay, and for the Jaguars, going with C.J. Henderson out of Florida. Another great defensive back. I also think another day one starter. Just a great player.
To replace Jalen Ramsey?
Yep.
That's a fair point. Browns are next. They need They need an offensive lineman. I think that's pretty obvious. I think they go with Tristan. Have we taken Tristan Wirfs yet?
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I did with
Oh, you did?
the Dolphins.
Well, if you take Tristan Wirfs, I think they go with Andrew Thomas or Mekhi Becton. I think Andrew Thomas though, just because I like his footwork better. I believe he's from Georgia. From Georgia. I think he is the most pro ready out of all of these. I think he has the highest floor out of these O tackles, so I think they go with him. But I could easily see them going with Mekhi Becton, or they could just pull a Browns and draft Tua Tagovailoa. But whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if this is the case, if this is how the draft's going to go, with the Jets' 11th pick, I think if this is how it went, I say the Jets are getting Jerry Jeudy, the receiver from Bama. I think Jets need a receiver. They're kind of locking in that area because Sam Darnold's a pretty good quarterback. If he doesn't have mono. If he's not out of the game, then I think they can win. They can win some games. Holy, okay.
Your pick, Ligon.
So Raiders was the 12th pick. I'm ecstatic that Mason decided to take Jerry Jeudy off the board because I will take the best wide receiver in the draft, CD Lamb.
CD.
Don't get that.
Although Derek Carr is arguably the worst quarterback in the NFL,
Shit.
he can throw it anywhere.
They need a
CD Lamb
quarterback.
will
Right?
just get it. And after the catch, it's just he's gone.
All right. Next pick. I got the Niners, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, this is tough. I could easily see Judy or CD falling to them in real life. But since they are both off the board, I think they could very easily take Henry Ruggs III out of Alabama to pair up with that Jimmy G. I personally think Henry Ruggs is on my notes here. I have a bit of an overrated speedster, but I do believe that he is one of the most talented people in this draft. A little overrated, but I think he could be the next Tyreek Hill if he grows a little stronger. But he's got a lot of potential. They could also go offensive tackle here. They could also go Mekhi Becton here if it falls to them. But I think they stick with Henry Ruggs.
John, Ligon, did you guys pick Andrew Thomas at all or no?
No.
I didn't pick Andrew Thomas.
You haven't? Well, then with the 14th pick, the Buccaneers from Georgia, pretty close to them. Probably got to see them play a little bit. Andrew Thomas, the O lineman, I think is going to go to the Buccaneers to help Tom Brady and that explosive receiving threat. That offense is going to be insane next year with picking Andrew Thomas. So yeah.
So just a bit of a surprise. We have Tua Tagovailoa is still on the draft board, and we will see where he falls.
Oh my god, I'm not thinking about it.
Well, number 15, we're the Broncos. I'm actually going to pass up on Tua here. We have a young quarterback, Drew Lock. I personally think he's a beast. And I'm going to take another wide receiver. I'm going to take Justin Jefferson out of LSU.
Wow.
Good, huh?
Okay. I had him going to the Vikings at 22, but okay, that's off my board now. Wow, you went Justin Jefferson. Okay. Okay, so I'm at Falcons, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you went – I think they go Patrick Queen. You already snagged C.J. Henderson off the board. So I think they take Patrick Queen to pair up with Deion Jones and the already strong linebacker core. There's not a whole lot of corners after C.J. Henderson that could really make a huge difference except for maybe A.J. Terrell. I don't watch a whole lot of college football, so I wouldn't know. But I would guess Patrick Queen would go there if Henderson's already taken.
Okay. LSU's got a lot of guys in this draft. And with that, the Cowboys at number 17 are going to pick K'Lavon Chaisson. Another edge rusher. sophomore from LSU. I think he'll be a perfect fit to the Cowboys. Yep.
On that. So 18. Was this Pittsburgh?
Dolphins.
Oh, Dolphins. Okay. Okay. Dolphins. I have them taking Xavier McKinney, the safety out of Alabama. Build up the secondary. They already have Xavier Howard, so just building it.
Fair. If I'm the Raiders right here, if Tua's still available, I'm picking up Tua right now. Tua goes to the Raiders if he's down this far, so I'm picking Tua right now.
For who? The Raiders?
Yeah, I don't think that there's any way Tua falls down this far in the draft, but if he
Yeah.
does, the Raiders are all over that.
I don't even think we're right about that one. I got 2 picks. I'm picking for the Jaguars. I think they need a cornerback. It's either AJ Terrell from Clemson, or we got Jeff Gladney from TCU. I think they're going. I mean, a Jaguars pick would be Clemson, AJ Terrell. So I think they're going to pick AJ Terrell from the cornerback, because without Jalen Ramsey and AJ Boye getting traded last year, I think they need a cornerback.
Eagles.
21st pick. Eagles. The wide receiver core is not the best. They got better receivers outside with Nelson Aguilar. So we're gonna go with Brandon Ayuk out of Arizona State.
That's a fair choice. That's a fair pick. The Vikings. My team. I think that you already snagged Justin Jefferson off the board. And I think that the Vikings go 2 ways here. They need to address corner and they need to address receiver. And I think right now that they address receiver because there's a lot of corners in this draft. I think they could go Trevon Diggs here. They could go Antoine Winfield here. They could go, I think Jeff Gladney, if he's still available, they could go here. But I have a bit of a out of the blue pick. Michael Pittman Jr. out of USC is going to the Minnesota Vikings. Going to the Minnesota Vikings. He's the 2nd-round pick in a lot of mock drafts. I got Pittman. If all the receivers that you guys took off the board, so Pittman's the best receiver left in this draft. Pittman goes purple, goes Minnesota.
Really?
Wow.
Okay. The Patriots, they could get a quarterback. I mean, they have Jared Stidham, not too great. They could pick Jordan Love. I think he's actually a great quarterback, but I mean, maybe a new start to the Patriots organization. But I actually think they're going to go AJ Epinesa, another edge rusher from Iowa. So I'm just picking all these edge rushers for these teams. Yeah, I think he's going to be a solid player to go behind that great defense of the Patriots.
Okay, 24 for the Saints. Saints defense is pretty solid right now. I think the linebacker coach used some work, and I think that's why they will take Kenneth Murray, inside linebacker out of Oklahoma. Their 24th pick.
You took him off my board for the later pick, so just gotta cross that off. Okay. Back with the Vikings at 25. This is where they have to go corner. I think Jeff Gladney actually goes here, but since he is off the board right now, they gotta go either. Did you guys pick Jalen Johnson already?
No.
Not me.
Okay, I think they go Jalen Johnson or Trevon Diggs. Trevon Diggs, Antoine Winfield Jr., Kristen Fulton. Any of these guys can go here, but I have just for the Diggs nostalgia, I'll go Trevon. Goes here.
Diggs nostalgia.
Who had the 18th pick of the Dolphins?
I think I did.
Did someone
Yeah,
pick
Legon had.
with the Dolphins?
I took McKinney.
McKinney?
Yeah.
Holy, okay, well, if that's the case. It's surprising that if this were the case, the Dolphins have not picked a quarterback. Has Jordan Love been picked?
Jordan Love has not been picked.
Well, then the Miami Dolphins at pick 26 will be picking Jordan Love from Utah State. I really like this quarterback. I really think it's a great pick. I mean, he fell
The
all the way.
with probably the most controversial quarterback in the draft. Interesting pick. I think honestly they would pick if they would have picked Tua by now, but
Yeah, totally. I mean, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick 27 for the Seahawks. I think they take Ross Blacklock, D-TACU.
okay. Um, Ravens. CJ Mosley's gone as of last year. Defense is getting a little weaker. Um, Lamar doesn't need an offensive lineman. They don't need an Ingram as a beast of a running back. Hollywood Brown's taking the next step. I think their offense is okay. Have you guys picked Zach Bond yet?
No.
Linebacker at a Wisconsin redshirt senior, come in, immediate impact. I believe he could be a starter day one. I'm going with Zach Bond. According to NFL, he's adaptable, versatile, and excellent pressure off the edge. So we got to go with that.
Okay. With the Titans, I think they could add a O lineman to their team. That I don't think they're gonna pick a quarterback or a O lineman. I think they're gonna pick a cornerback, Christian Fulton. Another quarterback off the board, going to the Titans.
Good pick.
So Green Bay Packers pick 30. You know, Packers are a pretty solid team. They don't have many needs. They have a pretty good receiving core. I say they take a safety, Grant Delpit out of LSU.
Okay. Niners. Jalen Johnson, corner. No whole lot of debate there. If Trevon Diggs is off the board by now, they have to get a corner to pair beside Richard Sherman. They have Ruggs already, as according to this draft, to replace Sanders. So they don't really need that. The offensive line is already solid. The defense is incredible. They just need that other cornerback. So I think they take Jalen Johnson.
Okay.
Last pick.
Last pick of the Chiefs. Pick 32. I think they're going DeAndre Swift, running back.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Damian Williams is a good fit for them, but they also could have you two running backs. DeAndre Swift is a great running back. Helped Jake Fromm last year. Jake Fromm should have been picked. That's my personal opinion. But
So, bit of a recap here. So a lot of people say that 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10, and we didn't even come close to that. Do you think that could actually feasibly happen in this year's draft?
I think two is going top 10.
Yeah, there's no way he falls to 19. Whoever had those top 10 picks were
I think
fucking dumbasses.
I don't know what pick it is. I don't know. Maybe your first pick, or no, your third or your fourth pick. I don't know, John. Your fourth pick. I don't forget who you picked. Isaiah Simmons or something. The Dolphins. Dolphins need an O lineman, so I think. I mean, they also need a quarterback. So I don't know what's their pick. Which one?
But the Dolphins got to take him at number 5. There's no way they don't take him at number 5. I think they have to.
Yeah.
Guys, that wraps it up for us. We will be back on Thursday with a live reaction to the draft. We will have the draft on. We'll show it to you guys. We'll react to every single pick, see how it compares to our picks. And thank you for listening. We'll see you guys Thursday.
Yeah.